There it was.
There it was.
Where's all the rum going? Have you taken the rum?
Well, no, we're not drinking rum tonight. We're drinking beers. We're drinking
no
Halloween-related, no rum.
Where's it all
No
going?
rum, Mr. Sparrow. We're drinking Halloween-related beers.
Well, hello. We are the Hoppy Dudes, and I am not Jack Sparrow. I am not Johnny Depp. None of that shit is true. I am Jerry, and this is my good friend Lee, and this is our first ever inaugural live Halloween special broadcast.
Yes.
And we can actually communicate back and forth with people who are watching,
yes,
which is very exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And that was a very good Halloween psst, by the way.
Oh, thank you.
I love the psst.
I appreciate the compliment on the psst.
So this is a really, really fun show today, as opposed to all our other shows, which are just treacherously awful. But yeah.
Tell us about the show today.
Yeah. All right. So since it's Halloween, we have a very special guest, which we'll get to in a second. We are doing the history of horror films and TV. We're doing our favorite horror films, the good, the bad, the hilarious, right? And then finally, at the end, we're doing a trivia torture chamber. And what happens in the trivia torture chamber is, Lee, you and our special guest will compete for preserving your body parts. So every time you get a question wrong, we're going to do this. We're going to lop off one of your body parts.
That sounds awful.
Yeah, it's awfully good.
That sounds absolutely painful.
Yes, and I have this little chart here.
Wait, you have charts and graphs?
I have charts and graphs. I have all your body parts on a piece of paper,
you're so geeky.
I know, and I'm going to cross them out with red, so that you lose the body part. Right? You lose the fingers, you lose the toes, the legs, the hands, whatever I choose to lop off. It's up to me.
Well, all right.
Yeah.
All right. So you mentioned we have a guest.
Yes.
Don't be rude. Don't be rude. Introduce the guest.
So this guest was our first guest via phone. Actually, our first podcast guest in the history of the podcast. And he phoned in that time during that podcast, and now we're bringing him back because he is, a horror aficionado, a Halloween aficionado, but more of a horror aficionado. He and I grew up together in West Catasauqua, of course.
In West Catasauqua.
He was at the kind of the south end of West Catasauqua. And we did all the Halloween dumb shit. We went tic-tacking, all that dumb crap. And it is none other than Mr. Richard Tyson, a.k.a. Halloween Pants. And there he is, looking absolutely fantastic in his...
yes.
Yeah, he's looking really good.
Damn.
I think he's just clowning around here, though. Well, say hello, Richard.
Let's say hello.
Can I take this off?
Yes, please.
Before you suffocate, yes, please take it off.
It smells like wet clown and raisins.
Wait, no, that's not what you really look like.
Yes, please. There he is. Hello, Rich.
All right.
Thank you for joining us. This is truly a treat.
Happy to be here.
Yes,
Happy to be here.
All right.
Mighty kind of you to call me an aficionado. That's a very fancy word for nerd.
Or it's some kind of a cigar, right? Smoking a big aficionado.
Yes. Exactly.
All right. Well, let's get to it. We have a beer tasting, don't we?
We've got someone that says that whatever we just saw there was freaking disturbing.
You did your job, Rich. You were disturbing.
Yes, but it is time to taste a beer.
Yeah,
and
we're getting right into it.
I believe you have the beer there, right?
Cue it up, Rich.
Yeah, so
I do.
So for today, we are starting with we're focusing on Halloween-related beers, and we're going to start with this one right here, one of the New Belgium Voodoo Ranger series, right? Okay, and this is Atomic Pumpkin. All right, so you guys check that out, taste it. Rich, you got yours there?
I do indeed.
All right, so let's try Atomic Pumpkin.
Wow. Oh, by the way, cheers, Lee.
Oh, cheers! Yeah, happy Halloween.
Wow,
have you guys not had before?
I have not had the Atomic Pumpkin before. No.
That's actually really delicious.
It's a favorite of mine. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So here's the thing. So first off, it's golden, almost orangey in color, like pumpkin, right? Sorta. But it's got good hops, nice malt. It's not over pumpkin-y, but it's offset with spice like jalapeno.
Yeah.
But it's not too spicy, right? It's not like, oh my God, my mouth is on fire. Because I'm a big wuss with spice anymore. I used to be tough, but I'm not anymore. I'm a big wuss.
I love spice.
It's really good though. This is a really delicious pumpkin beer.
It's actually it's got a little kick. It's actually habanero is the pepper that's used in it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, habanero. You are correct. I stand corrected. I sit corrected.
Pumpkin and cinnamon. And my big thing with it, because there's so many pumpkin beers out, it's real pumpkin. A lot have artificial flavorings or
essence of
natural
pumpkin.
flavorings, whatever that might be. I don't know. But the real deal here.
Yeah, now this is really good.
Yeah, this is good. So this is, again, it's a New Belgium. They're based out of Fort Collins, Colorado. They've got another location in Asheville, North Carolina, but they're based out of Fort Collins, Colorado.
Okay.
They were founded in 1991. Their backstory is really good. I mean, if you're interested in the backstory of some of these breweries, check out their website. They got a lot of great information there about kind of how they're like all into the environment and their brews and their background about their ties to Belgium and so on and so forth. So it's really pretty cool. This is a 6.4 ABV. And on the IBU scale, it rates a 10. So pretty low on the IBU scale, but it's not terribly bitter.
Not super bitter, but it's got the cinnamon, and cinnamon will trick your tongue.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, you can put cinnamon in things and you think it's sweet, but it's not. Cinnamon is a trick, so it's a pretty cool trick. And it tastes delicious.
And as Rich said, it is brewed with habanero peppers and cinnamon. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so where would you guys rate this? Scale of 1 to 5.
Rich, you go first.
I mean, I'm the one who suggested this. I'm already a convert. I'm a fan of it there, so I'd actually go with a 5.
A 5?
Woo!
Damn, we never give 5s.
I'm a big fan. This is in the fall. This is one of our house beers that we always have.
Okay.
Here's the thing. I'm going to rate this in terms of pumpkin beers, right? Because I'm picky about pumpkin beers. Most pumpkin beers piss me off.
Pick a
peck of pumpkins there, buddy.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm going to give it a 4.2.
4.2.
Because it's a really delicious pumpkin beer. Pumpkin ale.
It is. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, it's unique as hell.
Okay.
I don't think I've ever had anything that had these kind of profiles in them. So
I got to tell you, I really like it. I really, really like this. I'm not a huge pumpkin ale fan, but I do like this one. You guys rated it a 4.2 and a 5. You guys are pretty generous on this one.
Yeah.
There's 101,000 reviews on Untapped, and it comes in at a 3.61 average.
Okay.
So a little bit lower than where you guys would put it. I would tend to put it a little higher on the scale for pumpkin ales. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, and this, I like cinnamon, so this is in my kind of fun flavor wheelhouse.
I think it's the combination too. The cinnamon and the habanero, I think, work really well together to give it that little. On the back end, you've got this nice tang that kind of hangs there, and you get more of a little taste of the pumpkin on the front side of things there. I think really nicely balanced and really unique with the spice in it there.
Agreed.
Yeah, and I didn't realize our rating scale we could do points. So maybe I was overly generous and went with a 5. But
you can go to 2 decimal places.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
We're just going by the Untapped.
Actually, you can go to as many decimal places as you want.
Yeah, you can, but I'm only going to round to 2.
Dick.
Because I'm sticking with the Untapped rating scale. But so
I was promised there would be no math on this podcast. That's the only reason I said yes to it.
I'm anti-math.
Numbers.
I'm terrible.
We typically give guests math tests.
No, I said there was no meth.
There's none of that either.
No.
No, but do you guys get any sweetness on this?
Well, it's the cinnamon.
Okay.
That's what I get. I mean, because cinnamon, like I said, will trick your palate.
Yeah.
Cinnamon, I've put cinnamon, I have a cinnamon tea. If I put sugar in it, it ruins it because it's way too sweet.
Okay.
If you put nothing in it and just the cinnamon, it works out really well. So I'm thinking it's that same kind of thing.
Okay, because a lot of people that have rated and commented on this beer describe it as cinnamon, and others describe it as sweet, and
they're confused.
They're confused. But
I'm not sure I'm getting a sweetness. I mean, are you, Lee, or
on the very back end? It's like a trailing taste at the very back end.
Yeah.
So, But yeah.
I mean, maybe. I mean, would that be from the pumpkin at all? I mean, I don't know.
Maybe a little bit.
Maybe. I don't know.
If it's actual pumpkin, yeah, maybe a little sugar. From
yeah. And the heat is good on this because I have had other chili beers where the heat is overwhelming and it just
no. This is really well
the flavor
balanced.
Of the beer. This is good. This is really good.
Yeah, I mean, you could a great pairing with like chili or something in there that's got a little spice going already too there.
Yeah. Absolutely. All right.
Let's get into it now.
This is the horror fest.
Yeah, this is the horror fest, right? So we're going to talk about. I want to really quickly, not belabor this a bit, but we can have the discussion on this. But we do have an hour to fill, and I think Facebook will hit us with a laser if we go. Well, it'll just cut us off, and that'll suck. You won't hear the end. So, but let's just talk about this: the history of horror. How did horror come about, right? So. The first real horror was in a theater, right? Grand Guignol, it was called.
It was
Grand Guignol, which means lots of blood. So this was theater.
That sounds like you're stammering.
I know it does, but it's Grand Guignol. So Guignol.
Give me your glass.
All right, hold on.
You need to lubricate your tongue a
You're
little bit here.
Grand Guignol.
Okay.
Anyway, lots of blood on stage, right? This is what they did. And it was just like a gore fest on stage. So that was theater. But then what happened shortly after that was World War I.
So what? They just like killed a goat or something and gutted it?
No. They just had lots of stage blood. Like somebody would get. They would just do. It was like just stage blood and stuff like that, and stabbings and all kinds of happy things like that.
Stuff. Yeah. Okay.
So it was called Grand Guignol. But so then of course stage and then film evolved from stage, right? So we had films at the turn of the century, and then we had World War I. And so the film industry was just getting started, and World War I created some of the most gruesome injuries because this is the first time we've had mechanized death, right? World War I we hadn't had this kind of machinery and nerve gas and these horrible things that caused horrible disfigurements among the people who were in the war. So people came back with gruesome injuries, really nasty looking stuff, and a lot of the early horror films evolved from that sort of gruesome aftermath of World War I into these, and we call them the body horror type things, right? And the earliest film that we have was Le Manoir du Diable, which was a silent black and white in 1896, and this is by George Méliès. And if you recall, he was one of the early guys doing sort of special effects, all silent, of course, in black and white, but he was doing lots of special effects films. And in one of the films, a man changes into a bat, right? So that was a big, sort of a magical moment for George Méliès and these films. They were called trick films, but in Le Manoir du Diable, it's you meet the devil, right? So it's meet up with the devil. So that was sort of scary, right? Meant to be scary. And then came Cabinet of Dr. Caligari, which was a German expressionist film, 1920. It was, and of course, the George Méliès film that we talked about, it was only 3 minutes long. It wasn't a feature film by any means, and none of his films were very long. They were shorts. Now we have Cabinet of Dr. Caligari. This is a 67-minute German expressionism film by Robert Vine, and it's a man who he gets a person in a cabinet and he hypnotizes them and he sleepwalks and it's this crazy black and white, very very stark kind of film. And again, it's silent. And then along comes Nosferatu, right? We're all familiar with that one.
Well, see, this is the first one that you have mentioned that I am familiar with.
Right. So these
as
are
a non-film, as a non-film guy.
The Cabinet of Dr. Caligari was fairly famous. The other one by George Méliès, not that many people knew that much about. So.
Well, I'll just throw in that the Cabinet, while you may not be familiar with it in name, it definitely, there's a lot of folks who say that kind of laid the groundwork actually and consider it the first zombie film.
Yeah, correct. Somnambulism, right? Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
And by the way, we are live, so airplanes may go by like they're going by right now, and just sort of, giving us a real treat.
Yes.
Or either it's an airplane or a giant spaceship coming to kill us. What was that? My God.
That was someone screaming at the airplane.
I think someone fell out of the airplane.
Yes. That thump you heard, that was not a pumpkin dropping.
Watch your head, kids.
But anyway, so we have Nosferatu comes along, right? This is a silent film, 1922. Again, German expressionism. F.W. Murnau, 94 minutes. This is a real feature-length horror film, and it's a vampire movie. it's a vampire movie in which this vampire stalks this woman, and it's quite creepy. I mean, and the actor was Max Schreck, which is funny. Max Schreck, like Shrek,
Shrek,
the green
like
guy,
the ogre.
Yeah, but he and apparently they said that in the during the making of this film, he was almost like a method actor. He was almost believed he was a vampire.
Yeah.
What made the film? There was a film made about it. Sort of not a documentary.
A film about a film.
A film about a film. Yeah, about Max Schreck in general. But then comes the big one. This is the one that is really. It's black and white. It's got audio. It's a talkie, right? It's 75 minutes. Universal feature, directed by Todd Browning, starring Bela Lugosi, and of course that's Dracula, based on Bram Stoker's Dracula, which Nosferatu was too. Nosferatu was based on Bram Stoker's Dracula, but this has got Bela Lugosi, right? From the Hungarian actor.
There's a lot of love for Nosferatu. There are comments here about good hair.
Maybe they're talking about me.
Well, I mean, I don't know. There's some weird fascination with vampires. Look at the Twilight films.
Well, yeah, that's
jumping way ahead.
We're getting way ahead there. We got to step back a little. We're gonna get into the genres and talk about the evolution of it. So this is the beginning, right? So
I don't want to get ahead of us.
Dracula, 75 minutes. And if you've never seen it, you should watch it. It's actually a really. I mean, Bela Lugosi's amazing. He's mesmerizing, and Renfield, the guy who plays Renfield, is just amazing. He's eating spiders, and it's a real cool film. And you got the Van Helsing. Dr. Van Helsing is trying to protect the girl who Dracula is trying to lure to the castle and all this good stuff. So I think it's still a great film. And it was really.
I'll just throw in that for all the vampire films that have been made to date, there, I think Lugosi's performance is still the definitive one. There, it's just.
Yeah, I'd have to agree. I think I think he still is so mesmerizing in that role. And just his eyes alone are just creepy as shit. I mean.
Yeah. Maybe not as sexy as Frank Langella, but it's definitely he had something going for sure.
Now we're getting to the hilarious there. And we're going to talk about that too. We're going to talk about comedy horror because that's a big genre, and it's one that I actually like a lot. So, and then in the same year, Universal puts out Frankenstein in 1931, another black and white talkie, 70 minutes, feature directed by James Whale, and that stars the other big horror guy, Boris Karloff, right?
Uh-huh.
And here comes another plane.
Here comes another
Perfect
plane.
timing. Thank you, Dulles Airport.
See, we're near Dulles Airport, and this is the time of day when all of the international flights start taking off.
And people are falling out of the sky again?
Falling out of the sky, yeah.
Someone just really pissed off the pilot. A whole new meaning to the idea of it's raining men.
Yes.
Yeah, I think you're right. So the other voice, if you didn't know, is our technical director and producer Kylie Hall, which is Lee's daughter, and thank you, Kylie. Big shout out to Kylie for doing all this. She's doing a great job here, and cleaning up the bodies that are falling off the plane. Which is fantastic.
Yeah,
Someone's got to do it.
She's going to get the shovel and the bucket
job.
and go out there later. Yeah.
But so Frankenstein, Frankenstein, man, subverting nature, doing something completely unnatural, right? Creating life, which is supposed to be only relegated to God if you're God-fearing person, which I ain't. And so it was, and that's another great black and white talkie. Again, Universal's the pioneer here. They put out these two huge films, and it put Boris Karloff on the map, and Bela Lugosi as well. And so that's your kind of your history. That's where it started, right? And then we're going to talk about the evolution of it after
we taste another beer.
So Richard,
because it's time for beer.
Open the window, Richard. That's what it's there for.
Okay.
Well, hey, so I'm new to this, beer tasting here. I don't know what you guys usually use. As a palate cleanser, I prefer spray and wash. Just a few quick squirts there. That way you can start fresh, with the next beer there. So whatever you guys use, saltines, whatever, cleaner, whatever works.
Personally, I like to, use a little steel wool. A little steel wool on the tongue. Cleans it right up.
No, my go-to is yak urine, which is why yak urine. It's too wise sounds.
Hard to get
yak urine.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, beer number 2 for the evening.
Is this for me, Lee?
That's for you. I have already poured it.
It's a gift.
I'm going to show the beer here. It's Elysian. Elysian is the brewery.
Elysian.
Yes, and while they are most popularly known for their space dust. I mean,
Yes.
that's the most nationally known flavor.
Right.
This is their night owl. Okay. Night owl. Yes. Night owl. Yeah, night owl.
And this is a pumpkin as well?
This is another
pumpkin-y.
pumpkin, as a matter of fact.
Cool.
This is, it's another pumpkin. You know, and it's interesting. The category is pumpkin/yam beers.
Yam?
Yeah, because
okay.
because this
yeah.
style of beer can also be brewed with gourds, fall gourds.
I am what I am.
You yam, yeah. You're yammering.
I am yammering.
Yes, but this is by Elysian Brewing. They're from Seattle, Washington.
Not to interrupt, but since you said gourds, I have another costume ready, actually.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, another costume?
Oh, there it is. Is that Gordon?
It's my gourd, sorry. I
it
brought this along just in case things got slow on my end here, just to spice things up. So it's here, just let me know if we need it again.
Gordon, right? Is that Gordon?
That's quite the gourd you got there.
As you were, Lee.
I am scared. I am really scared now.
What was that?
He made a pun, and I said, "What?"
Okay.
I did my own sound.
The old rusty trombone.
Your own.
Don't make me get out the slicer, because I will.
So this is. Let's get back to the beer. This is Night Owl Pumpkin Ale.
Okay.
Elysian Brewing from Seattle, Washington. They were founded in 1995. Okay, the first time I saw Elysian was I was on a business trip to St. Louis. And that's the first time I ever saw them, and they've migrated their way across the country. Yep. So this is a 6.7 ABV. No information on the IBU scale, so I'm not sure. But this doesn't. I mean, it's not a lot of bitterness.
This is really good too.
It is really good. Yeah. This is brewed with both roasted and raw pumpkin seeds.
Okay.
And then in conditioning, when it's in conditioning, in the conditioning cask, they infuse it with nutmeg, clove, cinnamon, ginger, and allspice.
Wow. Hey, guess
there's a
what?
lot of spice in
Another
this.
plane is coming over. I wonder if more people will fall out.
Maybe.
I wonder.
What are the chances?
Yes.
I don't know. I can't even imagine it would happen.
I guess in the future we should.
There they go.
I guess in the future we should not do these live shows underneath the runway.
It's raining women again.
Yeah. No, was it raining men or women?
In this case, it would be women, but
Okay.
the song is men.
Okay.
Yes,
So
it depends on your preference. We don't judge here.
Okay.
that's
There
true.
you
Okay, so you guys, what do you rate this, Richie? Scale of 1 to 5. Where do you put this one?
go. And use your decimals,
So
damn
are we
it.
keeping it
Yeah.
within the
Two decimal
in the
places.
context? Okay. I can carry the 1. Keeping it in the context of pumpkin beers
Divide
or
by pi.
Halloween beers, or so that's what I was going to say. So it's this, and I like this a lot too. That this was a suggestion. I said let's do something by Elysian. I'm a fan of theirs, so I'm already sold on this. So I'm going to go with a 4.5 on this. I think it's really good. This leans for me a little bit more because of the I guess allspice and nutmeg, more of a pumpkin pie flavor than just a straight
agreed.
Pumpkin beer. And that's not a bad thing.
No.
But it's well balanced. I think the spices with the pumpkin, I think it's really solid. I mean, these first 2 beers are 2 of my favorite seasonal beers.
Yeah.
So I'm sticking with a 4.5.
I'm going to come at a 4.4. I'm going to come right under it because I think it's great.
4.5
I actually like
and a
it even
4.4.
more than the Atomic Pumpkin.
You're doing the Price is Right thing, aren't you?
I am. I'm going closest without going
Without
over.
going over, yeah. Okay.
I do that. I'm playing that game.
You are playing that game.
I'm sorry.
So again, you guys are pretty hyped up on this beer. I do like this beer. Again, I'm not a big pumpkin beer fan, but I do like this one.
Yeah.
The spice mix is really nice.
It's good.
And yeah, it's spicy. It's kind of got that little pumpkin pie flavor.
Yeah.
But it's not overdone.
No, it's not.
It's not, and it's definitely not sweet. 119,000 reviews on Untapped. Average 3.81 out of 5.
Mm.
Yeah. So this is well-rated beer, and it seems like we all like it a lot more. So people talk about, well, not a lot more, but a little bit more. People have noted that it's light-bodied, though. What do you guys think? I think it is.
Yeah, it is.
It is pretty light-bodied.
Like a nice.
Yeah, I mean,
pumpkin
look at the color
custard.
of it. It's kind of a nice orangey color.
I can't. I already drank it.
Yeah.
Well, I actually have a little bit of
look at
Atomic
that.
Pumpkin left.
What?
He's got. Look
Well,
at that.
here, give me your glass. I got more left over here.
Sorry, man.
I can refill you.
It's Halloween, man. It's fun time.
All right.
All
There you
aboard
go.
for fun
Now
time.
assess the color, please.
The color is pleasing. It's orangey, and it's cloudy, which I like. And it's got good.
Well, yeah, I was just showing it's slightly denser and a few
in comparison,
hues darker than the Atomic Pumpkin was there. I mean, I wouldn't call a session beer, but by any means there. I don't know that it's that light in body or anything there. I mean, certainly have a couple of them there, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Again, I'm a fan.
It's good. It's good.
You are. I failed to mention. Rich is also a beer aficionado.
Aficionado. Yeah.
Well, again with the aficionado, such a fancy word.
It is.
I'm a beer nerd.
All right. All right. Well, we got to move along.
Let's
here.
go. All right. So let's
All right.
talk about this. So again, I'm a horror nerd, as Rich is. So let's talk about the genres. Right. We've got the first genre we just kind of hit on here, which was with Dracula and with Frankenstein. Is the body horror, the horrors of the flesh, right? Physical deformity, transformation, possession, etc. These all kind of fall into that, and that includes zombies, werewolves, like The Fly, The Thing, The Exorcist, Dracula, Frankenstein, The Howling, etc. These are all films that dealt with transformations or body disfigurement or just the flesh, right? Because vampires, they drink your blood, they turn into a bat. There's transformations going on there. These are these body horror type genres. So, and so let's talk about that a little bit. What other films? What are your favorite types of? What would you say your favorite body horror type film would be?
In terms of transformations?
Just body horror. It could be anything. It could be zombies. It could be werewolves. It could be vampires. These are all in that same category.
Well, when you call the genre body horror, there's one name that comes to mind for me, and it's David Cronenberg.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who I think is kind of the master of that genre.
Yep.
So whether it's definitely my favorite or not, I don't know, but I would go back to the very first film of his that I saw that definitely left an impact on me, because it was one of many horror films that I saw at too young an age.
Yeah.
I think it's widely known as Shivers. But when I saw it, it was called They Came From Within.
Oh, yeah, They Came From Within. Yes, I remember that. It was gruesome.
And I guess it's maybe not, he hadn't fully, it could be considered body horror, I guess.
Oh, absolutely.
It's basically about a parasite. What's that?
It's absolutely body horror, 100%, yeah.
Would you say, okay. I mean, it's a sexually transmitted parasite, but I guess the way it's transmitted in some of the scenes where it shows, like, a lump being formed in somebody's throat while they're making out, and it passes through their cheeks into the other person's mouth and down their throat. So, yeah, I guess there's some
This does not sound, this sounds pretty gross.
Yum.
Yeah.
Well, you just made me hungry there, buddy.
I need a drink after that. But yeah, that's a film that for scenes like that really
yeah, and that's Cronenberg. And, Cronenberg loved that. He The Fly with him.
Actually interesting. There was a scene like that in the first. It wasn't a horror movie, but first Transformers movie.
Really?
I think, or
Really?
maybe it was the second Transformers movie.
Oh, yeah. It wasn't necessarily like, in a sense, it's kind of different, where it wasn't necessarily about the idea of it being like sexually transmitted, but it was one of the Transformers had basically like put itself to like hibernate in someone's body.
Yeah.
And
like
then
Voldemort.
But basically took the body as a host.
Yeah.
And then, but didn't take over the body.
Yeah,
and so then
hung out
once it
there.
got to another, it would do the same thing where it would move its way outside of the person's body through their throat and then out their mouth into the next person.
Yeah, when they were
going
like
in the
making out and
mouth,
stuff.
down
Yeah,
the
yeah.
throat, and then staying in their stomach.
I think my personal favorite in that sort of body horror is John Carpenter's The Thing, and which still holds up today. And there's no CGI in that. The Thing is done all with practical effects, and it's Rob Bottin, and it's the most mind-blowing shit you've ever seen. It's an alien that is in the Antarctic
I remember this one.
It transforms into whatever.
Yep.
Like it's just a shapeshifter that just rips people apart and it's crazy, and it's a really good film too because of the paranoia. Nobody knows who has it, who doesn't have it. It's a really cool film. That one, that's got to be one of my ultimate body horror films. But you're right though.
And just to touch on what you said about its practical effects, I think it's widely considered too like one of the last like big budget Hollywood films that did use 100% practical effects.
Yep.
Shortly after that, CGI started creeping in the movies.
And
everything changed for better or worse. And
there was even a Rob Bottin film where he did use CGI, and it just kind of like was shitty. Like it was like
it wasn't the same.
Yeah, it was in some ship or something, and there were these worms coming through the ship. It was like that looks dumb.
I remember that.
Yeah, Rob should have done it his way.
Yeah.
But that's a fantastic film. I'm going to bring up something here that I might bring up a couple times throughout our conversation that maybe will be annoying, so you can tell me to shut up. But I don't know if I'm a purist or I consider The Thing a science fiction film more than a horror film. I know it's got a monster in it. I know it's got, but I mean, there's a spaceship in it, so that's one of the defining,
not
elements for me, I
necessarily.
guess.
No,
I know.
I am going to tell you to shut up here. Not because I'm being mean. Alien is not a science fiction film. The original
and that's one of the few exceptions. One of the few exceptions I make, and I don't know why.
Yeah, well, no, because it is. We're going to get to that category. Monster. You're trapped in the house with a monster. It's a horror film wrapped in a science fiction. It's really at its heart a horror film. And I think The Thing kind of falls into that a bit too. They're trapped in the house with a monster, but it's also horrors of the flesh. So it's kind of crossing two different genres there. And it also has the sci-fi element, but that's kind of more of a wrapper of it, in my opinion.
Sure.
Yeah, that's how in grad school, I had a whole course on this, and it was a whole debate about this stuff. So
we got a question from the audience.
Yes,
what's your favorite horror movie overall?
Oh, we're going to get to that. Please let them know to hang in there. We are going to come to that real soon. We want to get through these genres first, and then we'll come to our number one favorite horror film. We will get to that, I promise.
Good thing you let them know.
Yes. All right, so let's move on.
Well, just very quickly, then I'll throw in like another one of my favorites since we've talked about the Thing, Alien. I think for me, the trifecta of horror/science fiction films, which genre do they fall in? I'm a huge fan of, and this is very similar to The Thing, is Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Oh gosh,
that was a great movie.
Absolutely.
Specifically the 76 is it remake?
Is that Sutherland?
1978 remake, I think, Philip Kaufman. Remake of it with Donald Sutherland in it.
Yep.
That is fan, but that touches on the exact same things, that The Thing does. The paranoia, who's real, who's not, and and then has the elements of horror and science fiction.
Absolutely. Great hybrid.
So,
really. That one's disturbing.
I will tell you though, I actually like the 1950s version better. All right, maybe it was 60s. I like it.
Yeah,
I like the old
it's
one.
good. That's good too.
Yeah.
They're both great films. I mean, one the color one leans more into the gore. A little bit more, and I guess that's what I was a fan of at the age I saw it at there. But they're both great films.
Agreed.
Yeah. See, I lean more towards the psychological aspect of it rather than the gore. So.
All right, so let's move to another related one here. This is still a body horror, and since horror of the flesh, we'll get to the slasher and serial killer genre, because that's a big one. That has just gone on and exploded and gone in so many directions. And I don't want to sit on this. I am not a huge fan of this particular genre, of the slasher genre. Serial killer is a little more interesting to me, but the whole slasher thing, I don't know. It's just all gore, and I like story. I like mystery. I like story. I like suspense. I like that kind of stuff. But we're talking about things like Jason, Friday the 13th and Michael Myers, Norman Bates. The Psycho was one of the early ones.
It was one of the early ones. But
I like Psycho. That's actually
I like Psycho. Yeah. But I mean, we're mixing slasher and serial killer.
Yeah, I'm pouring them into the
same
bin.
And I think you can have serial killer movies that aren't slasher.
Correct.
Right.
Correct.
And they're scary.
Right.
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 As
correct,
you know,
correct.
my favorite movie of all time.
Yes.
What is it?
The Silence of the Lambs.
That's a goat.
Yeah. Is that a goat?
That's a goat.
The gutturalness of the goat, isn't it?
No. Silence of the Lambs, my favorite movie of all time. Serial killer movie. Right?
Good pick, Lee.
Yeah. Thank you, Reg. Thank you. All right.
Have that in my back pocket at all times.
Attaboy.
There's something, okay, you need some therapy. But
when Lee met his wife, she asked him what's his favorite movie, and he told her that. And the fact that she still married him is quite astonishing
that
to
and
me.
he punched himself in the face.
And he punched himself in the face because he has a jaw condition that makes him punch himself in the face.
All right, let's move on.
So, what a catch.
Move on. Yes, I am quite the catch.
Hey, I gotta say, she saw through all that veil of nonsense and still married you, so that's good.
Yes.
All right, so let's go on. So we talked about this briefly, monster in the house, right? Monster in the house, monster on the loose. You're trapped in a situation with a monster in a confined space or location. We talked about Alien. I put Alien in that because you are trapped in there. There are body horrors in Alien where the chest buster, but for the most part, it is trapped in the house with a monster. Annabelle, The Shining, The Haunting, which I just watched with Nancy and Lexi the other night, which was still good. The old Robert Wise film, which is just still... And I'll tell you a little bit about why I consider certain haunted movies better than others. Rich, you'll remember this one. We snuck in... we snuck into two films when we weren't supposed to get in there, right? We weren't old enough, I don't think, right? Is that correct?
Well, as I recall, I think there were several things that we did to get in the movies.
Yeah.
And sometimes it would be buying a ticket for a different movie. Like we'd go to a multiplex, if you will, a theater that had multiple screens, and buy tickets for Clue or whatever it was, then slowly sneak. And I don't know about you, but I would scour the starting times of the paper, on any given Saturday afternoon, and figure, well, if we buy tickets for this movie, this one starts 20 minutes later. We can just go to the bathroom for 10 minutes. And come back. So it was a whole work that plus there were a handful of times that I believe my mom would come in and she would buy the tickets and hand them to us, and we went in.
She's an enabler.
And for some reason, I have in my head, I thought that's what we did for Alien.
That might be it, because I think it was Alien was there, but When a Stranger Calls was there, right? Am I remembering that correctly?
You brought that up the other day, and I didn't quite remember that, but that sounds totally plausible.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to argue with that.
I think we saw both, and I got to tell you, both of them were disturbing as hell. When a Stranger Calls was a surprise, though, because that was freaky. There's a part in there where the guy's in the house and he's calling from inside the house, and the police are like, "Get out now!" And they find out that the guy had ripped the children apart with his bare hands. I'm like, "Holy shit, that's some crazy shit." But these are films where you're trapped in a situation with some kind of bad thing that's trying to harm you or whatever it is. So that's a huge one. That's personally one of my favorites. Is will they realize in time to get out? Will they realize in time to solve the problem, or will they just get killed? And the cool thing about horror movies, it can go either way. They could solve it, they could get out, or they die, which I think is cool. By the way, one of my favorite ones most recently of that was have you seen Barbarian?
No.
Yes.
Barbarian blew me away. That was such an amazingly cool monster in the house kind of film.
And especially without any, I was going to say before, do we need to do spoiler alerts here at all? There, do you have a red light or a sound effect you can put on? Because you've ruined When a Stranger Calls. I know it's a 47-year-old film or whatever.
Yeah.
But still. I forget what I was saying before the spoilers.
Perfect.
But
all right, then.
Another set.
You didn't spoil anything. That's good.
All right.
All right, and here's a fun. This category is fun, right? Well, it's natural horror, nature gone wild, right? Nature gone crazy. The Birds, Jaws, Grizzly, Crawl, These are all films about nature, animals just going berserk. Think of Jaws is a crazed shark just eating people. The birds just go crazy.
I love the movie The Birds.
Yeah,
I saw that years ago, and I love that movie. Jaws, I mean, I'm 61 years old, and I didn't see Jaws until last year.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
crazy.
because I made the comment around the house. I was like, oh yeah, I never actually watched that. And my wife looked at me and went, oh, you gotta watch this. And so we sat down and watched it. And that was like the first, and then, like, it was a good movie. Obviously I'm, 30 years, 40 years beyond the special effects, and it's like, oh, that shark, like, that's ridiculous.
I saw that at a drive-in in the Poconos when I was not old enough to see it. My aunt Sharon and Uncle Tony took me to see it.
She snuck in the trunk, didn't she?
Yeah, kinda, yeah. All right, we have to move. We're running low out of time, so let's go.
I'm just going to throw in real quick. There is Jaws is my all-time favorite movie, and
Really?
I'll throw out the same thing.
Okay, there we go.
I've never considered it a horror movie. Believe it or not,
It is.
I know if you do any lists of greatest horror films like that, usually appears on it. It's a thriller, and I don't know what the distinction is, but I love it, and it's no problem that you just saw it recently, Lee. At least you got to see it there. I didn't see The Wizard of Oz until I was in college. I was forced to. So,
That's a horror movie.
These things happen sometimes there. So
That
exactly.
wizard is evil.
Flying monkeys, that's a whole different.
Oh
Monkeys,
yeah,
yeah.
the witches. Come on, man. Let's go real quick. Found footage, Blair Witch, Paranormal Activity, Late Night with the Devil. These are all things where it looks like a documentary. It looks like they found this footage.
I got to tell you, one of my favorite films of all time in this genre, Blair Witch Project.
I love Blair Witch.
I love that.
Blair Witch is wild.
And that movie was made on an exceptionally low budget.
Yep.
And, by the way, it's set not far from here.
Burkett's
Trivia
film.
question.
Yeah.
Gotta skip that one.
I don't know. I haven't seen the trivia question.
Damn it.
I'm a trivia.
will say,
I should score well on that
think-
one.
But Blair Witch, great movie, but I think beyond great is its advertising campaign.
Oh, absolutely.
I think one of the best ever. Like, not just for horror movies, but for any movie. I mean, the whole fake documentary that they had created for, posting flyers on telephone poles, the whole playing up the this is a real deal thing there.
It was one of the first viral marketing
Totally
campaigns. They invented the real viral marketing campaign, and they actually billed it as a real
thing.
a real film,
Yeah.
and then they had to reveal that
Yep,
it was
yep.
bullshit. Yeah,
That's cool.
And then the last category
Yeah.
is one of my favorites, and we'll get more into this a little. Well, maybe not. We're running out of time, but comedy horror. Abbott and Costello Meet Frankenstein, scary movie. Tucker and Dale versus Evil, which is one of my favorite. If you haven't seen that one, you need to watch it. It's funny as shit, but it's also scary. It's actually a really cool combination of the comedy horror, and I like all the actors in it too. They're really cool. So. All right, we need to taste some beer, Lee. Let's go.
All right. So this last beer for the day, for the evening, okay, is All Hallows Treat.
Okay.
All Hallows Treat.
This sounds fun.
So I'm gonna actually let me show it to you here. All right, guys. Kylie, can you give me a close up on that beer right there? All right. That's All Hallows Treat by Ommegang.
Oh my God.
No, Ommegang.
Oh.
Ommegang. Or they, as abbreviated, OMG.
OMG.
Yes.
That's great.
So I'm going to pour this for you. Now I'm going to give
All
you a
right.
fresh glass. Come on.
This one has a very interesting nose.
Yes.
Oh, wow. While we're doing this, I want to talk a little bit about how we used to consume horror when we were kids.
Yeah, go ahead.
So we used to go to a movie theater, right? We would sneak in, right?
Mm-hmm.
If we could. But we had a lot of TV, We
Yeah.
had a lot of stuff on TV. Oh, no.
What?
Low battery.
Oh, no. Wait, I thought...
You got 16 minutes.
Okay,
right.
we're good.
All right.
All right, so we consumed we watched TV, watched Chiller Theater, which Richie here pointed out the hand on Chiller was an animated hand, had 6 fingers, which was cool. Yeah, there it is, the 6 finger, right? Dr. Shock out of Philly, we watched him, he would present movies a lot like Svengoolie does now, right? Same thing. And then Rich and I would film our own, where people either burnt to death or bled
G.I.
to
Joe's
death.
exploded.
Or G.I. Joe's
I
exploded.
was buried alive once.
You were buried alive, that's right, up at the Fairview Cemetery.
Yeah.
What a stunt. Stuntman.
You
Yeah.
live to tell about it.
I'd like to resurrect that film and post it someday. But anyway,
I got to find it.
this All Hallows treat is an imperial chocolate peanut butter stout.
Oh, my God.
It's from Ommegang Brewing in Cooperstown, New York.
Ommegang.
Ommegang. Okay, so here's a trivia question for you. Ommegang. What does it mean?
Holy shit.
I know, so I won't.
Come on, spill it.
I've been to. Isn't it like it's like a festive folk parade kind of thing?
Well, that's the history of it. But Ommegang means coming together and walking around.
That sounds
Okay.
like
Okay.
some
And
pornographic kind of
the
thing.
history it goes back to a parade, like you said, known as the Ommegang, that was put on to welcome Holy Roman Emperor King Charles V to medieval Brussels in 1549. That's where this brewery takes its name from.
1549?
1549. But this brewery is a U.S. brewery in Cooperstown, New York, opened their doors in 1997.
Cool.
All right, so what do you guys think of that beer?
I like it a lot.
Which
The
one do you
first
think?
thing I noticed, I mean, the two pumpkins do have a decent nose, but this was definitely, I noticed the peanut butter right away.
Yeah.
Putting this
Peanut butter and
up,
chocolate there, too.
Yeah, this
I
is
think that
not
one.
this is not a pumpkin.
No?
This is an
like a Reese's
imperial
peanut butter cup.
double pastry stout.
Pastry.
A pastry stout.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you guys know what a pastry stout is? Because that's kind of
Yeah.
an interesting.
A stout derived from pastries.
It's better than a pasty stout.
or I assume trying to achieve the taste of certain pastries, or is that
It
the,
is brewed to mimic dessert flavors and aromas.
Aroma.
Aromas. Yes.
So this specifically, I'm guessing, is going for Reese's peanut butter cup, and
Yep.
that's
Yeah.
the coloring of the can and the whole Halloween thing there.
Exactly.
Si, senor.
Yeah. It's a 7.6 ABV. IBU scale 18%, so it's not very bitter.
Nope.
What do you guys rate it? Richie, what do you think?
I have to admit, I'm liking it more than I thought I might. Peanut butter chocolate sounded decent, but I'm a big stickler on the natural ingredients. And when I saw on the can that this said natural flavorings, I was like, I'm not going to like this. It's better than I thought it was going to be. I'm going to go with a 4 for it.
You're gonna
I
go
think
with
it's
a 4?
nice. It's solid, and even though in the back of my mind I know the peanut butter isn't real, and I'm guessing the chocolate it isn't real either, it's real enough that it's fooling me. So
You keep
Okay.
saying to yourself, it's only a movie, it's only a movie. Right?
Yeah,
And
just-
you can get to it.
it's only a beer. It's only a beer.
Just close your eyes and imagine
Yeah.
it.
All right,
Imagine a peanut butter
I'm going to
cup.
go with 4.1. I like it a lot.
4.1.
I don't
you
care
like
that
a
it's
lot.
fake. I like it.
Okay. You don't care it's faking it.
Nope.
Well, I was almost going to give him the
I'm
extra.
wallowing in the fake.
Okay.
I was going to give him an extra 0.01 for the can. I love the grains.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Mimicking the zombie brains.
That's true.
Brains.
Okay. So here's the thing. It gets a 3.9 on Untapped out of 5. So you guys were both like
So
right
is-
in the same range.
Yeah.
Is that Lee's at the highest at the 3 rated?
It's
We've-
a 3.9, yeah, 3.9 average. It's got 18,700 reviews.
Okay.
All right.
All
So
right.
you guys were right in there. Yeah.
All right. Rich already gave us his favorite movie, right?
Yes.
Which is
Yeah,
Jaws.
but by the way, before we move on,
What?
Creature double feature.
Oh, Creature Double Feature. That's right.
Ivy says Creature double
Yes.
feature. What about Creature double
100%. Yeah, Creature Double Feature. We used to watch that. That was on one of those channels
Oh, yeah.
in New York. Creature Double Feature. Yeah, absolutely, Ivy.
Yeah.
Hello, Ivy. All right. So real quick, Rich, you said Jaws is that your favorite film of all time?
Well, so if I may again get into this annoying category thing there, since I don't consider Jaws a straight up horror movie, even though it's
Okay.
got elements of horror, it's my all time favorite movie.
Okay.
Period. Seen it dozens of times. Had a viewing party this summer here for actually other family members who hadn't seen it yet too. So you're not alone, Lee. But if we're talking just
What
like
did
a
you
straight,
invite me?
like,
Straight horror.
I didn't know it. I know. Yes, a straight horror movie.
Yeah.
And when you said to think of what my favorite horror film is, since I have so many categories, my favorite vampire movie, my favorite werewolf, it was really tough to decide.
It is.
While The Exorcist is the film that impacted me the most, partly because I saw it when I was 10 years old.
Right.
And just profound. I mean, I already loved horror films going into that there, but that just that floored me. But if I had to pick like a favorite horror film, I think based on rewatchability, because like The Exorcist is not a film that I go to repeatedly every year or anything. I've seen it a couple times, but I'd go with Dawn of the Dead. Actually, would be my pick.
Dawn of the Dead, George Romero, Pittsburgh. Yes.
George A. Romero, Albert Romero. Yes.
Gore fest.
It's a fusion. It definitely has elements of horror.
Yeah.
It's got the gore that as a 15-year-old when I saw it, I totally loved.
Yep.
It's got some comedic elements. It's got social commentary, maybe a little heavy-handed with the consumerism, that it addresses, some goofy parts of the soundtrack. It just, I don't know, it's got a nice, mix. It could almost, it's definitely a horror film, but there's definitely enough elements to me that are almost lighthearted there that it could almost fall into your comedic horror film category.
It's got its moments.
So that's my pick. I've seen it dozens and dozens of times, and
mixes
still holds up for me.
Yes, mixes it up. Yeah, I like it. All right, so I'm going to give you my quick
I carry
breakdown.
this around in my other back pocket all the time. It's the soundtrack for it.
Good man. My criteria is a little different because I did grow up in a haunted house, which we talked about before. Movies that make me feel like I felt in that house, the weird shit that happened. And my number one horror film is The Haunting by Robert Wise, which we just talked about before, because there are scenes in there that remind me of my house. And I remember watching it as a kid and going, oh, this is like just being at home. Because the shit that was the knocking on the walls and shit, that happened in my house. It was bizarre. And so that one really struck me as a real good horror film. And I have a couple other horror films that strike me as that one. And there's another one that reminds me of that, The Conjuring. They remind me when they pulled the covers off the people's feet. I'm like, oh shit, that's like at my house.
I fell asleep during that one.
Oh lord, no, that one got me.
I did.
So.
I gotta tell you. Okay, so my favorite, The Shining.
The Shining's a good one.
Red Rum.
I mulled that one around.
Red Rum.
Yep. Monster in the House.
Yeah.
Good
And
one.
your favorite brewery?
That's definitely in my top 10.
My favorite brewery, Lost Rhino Brewing. Our local brewery is on Red Rum.
On Red Rum Drive, it is, yeah. Rich, you have to come over to Lost Rhino and hang out with us. It's really cool.
All right,
Yes.
let's get to the quiz.
Let's get to the quiz, okay?
We're running out of time.
All right, running out of time. We got, 7 minutes. Okay. I'll start with an easy one, okay? Question. What is the name of the summer camp where Friday the 13th takes place? Lee, you go
Crystal
first.
Lake.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
You got it.
I'm sorry. I thought it was just shouting
he's
out.
going to kill me on this one. He's going to kill me.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to
Sorry.
answer them each and then wait.
Okay.
All right? So,
Okay.
all right. We'll go one at a time. All right. So I'm going to that's a warm-up, okay? That's just a warm-up, okay? All right. In what state? Oh, we did this already. What year was the original Texas Chainsaw Massacre released? Lee, you go first.
1957.
Rich?
74.
Richard got it on the freaking nose.
Okay.
Lee, you lose a finger. All right.
Sorry.
Hold on, I gotta mark this down. I have my body parts here. All right, Lee loses a finger. You took your thumb off, Lee.
Can't we just hold up his bloody hand? You have to mark
Well,
it
we
down.
could, but that's, this is a family show, you know what I mean? All right, let's go. Let's move this along. Let's do a clip. This is the first clip. You have to tell me what film this is from. Remember, this is starting easy, okay? Ready?
Operator, haven't you been able to get me the express office at La Mirada, Florida yet? Yes, I know it takes time to call from London to the States, but please hurry. It's terribly important.
Answer that phone. Answer the bell. Answer the phone. Which one do you want me to answer first? Both of them. Both of them.
Lee.
That would be, I got no effing idea.
Ooh. Okay, Rich.
I'm actually just taking a guess. Is that like Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein?
You got it right.
I heard.
Hey, Lee.
I heard Costello, but I was like,
Lee, guess
it
what?
can't be what?
That's what?
I lose another body part. Ain't gonna be none of me
All
left.
right. It's Rich is up 2-0. All right.
Lee, I don't want you to be just a head in the box at the end of this. I'm not shooting for that, right?
I don't think we'll get that far. We don't have that much time.
Boxing Lee
right.
Hall.
Oh, hey, Rich, your brother's listening and commenting.
Hey, Todd, what's up? All right, here's a good one. We're going to skip ahead a little bit. In the ring, how long do people have to live after watching the videotape?
20 seconds.
It's a number of days.
20 days.
All right, Lisa's 20. Rich?
I'm just taking a guess on this, sir. I'm going to say 7.
Jeez.
7.
7. You got it right, Lee. Guess what?
Ain't gonna be nothing left of me.
All righty, moving on. Let's do a clip. Clip number 2. Ready? Actually, skip to clip number 3. They get harder, right? So here we go. Ready? Wait, there's an airplane coming, so hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Here it goes.
It was an evil house from the beginning.
Yeah.
A house that was born bad. Hugh Crane's young wife died seconds before she was to set eyes on the house. She was killed when, for no apparent reason, the horses bolted, crashing her carriage against a big tree. Mrs. Crane was carried, lifeless is the word, I think, into the home her husband had built for her. Hugh Crane was left an embittered man, with a small daughter, Abigail, to bring up.
All right. Rich, you go first.
I honestly have no idea. I'm trying to think of like the famous Gothic novel that was made into a film, and it's a woman's name, and I'm drawing a blank. Audrey. I don't know. It's all you, Lee.
I'll call it I don't know.
That's
all right.
2 people are losing fingers now.
All right.
I don't know what you did last summer yet.
Okay, Rich, here goes your finger. And then Lee, here goes your finger. You ready? You ready?
Yep.
There it is. So Lee loses 1 and Rich loses 1.
Ouch.
We're going to go to the... I think we'll just do a clip, right? Let's go to the last clip. And then we'll wrap it up.
2.5 minute warning.
Yep. We're going to the clip. Last clip. Ready? This is the last clip.
The last clip.
Last clip.
Like
this is a hard one.
Like clipping off my finger?
These were easy. This is hard. Ready?
Can we have the answer to the last one
You're supposed
quickly?
to help me.
Here we go. Ready?
You're supposed to help me. Do I really have to take care of myself? Say something!
I'm sorry.
Oh, what was that one with the oh, what's her name and what's his name? And in the cabin with the Rich, go ahead.
Are you trying to think of Cabin in the Woods, or?
No.
All right, we got a minute. Hurry up. Let's go. All right, time's up. Yes.
I got no idea either. Beyond the Door is too obscure. I don't know. Evil Dead.
Nope.
I don't recognize the clip.
Dead and Evil. Okay.
Both losing fingers. 1.
What was it?
Hang on. Fingers. It's called Let the Right One In.
All right, we gotta get out of
Yes.
here.
All right, that's it, man. We're done.
All right. Hey, Rich, thanks.
Yep. Thanks,
Hey,
Rich, for
thank you
joining us.
guys.
Happy Halloween.
Thanks for everybody who joined us tonight.
Yep.
Like us, follow us.
I had more masks. I had more gore.
There he is.